1922. A man's pride was a man's land. And so was his son. My wife. She wanted us to leave all this behind. And I believe that there's another man inside every man.
You and my son are coming with me.
This is our house. 1922, I murdered my wife. Want a glass of lemonade, Sheriff?
Look in the house.
She only took the one suitcase.
Hi guys, welcome to Weekend Movies. Sometimes you want Netflix to provide comfort food, and other times you want it to give you a jolt to the system. When it's the latter, you'll want a good thriller that may not go heavy on the blood and gore, but still manages to rattle you to your core. The streaming service has a solid selection of picks from the genre, but they've also got a lot of other movies labeled under thriller that wouldn't be the best use of your time. So we've got an updated list of the best thriller movies on Netflix. To save you some scrolling, we hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good movie again. So let's not waste any time and begin. Number 8, 1922. 1922 is a 2017 American horror drama film, written and directed by Zach Hilditch. A struggling farmer in 1920s Nebraska kills his wife after she threatens to leave him. He hides her body, but guilt slowly drives him mad. The murder also torments the farmer's teenage son, who soon runs off with his pregnant girlfriend. Thanks to director Zach Hilditch's patient storytelling and strong work from lead Thomas Jane, 1922 ranks among the more satisfying Stephen King adaptations. Number 7. Operation Mincemeat. Operation Mincemeat is a 2021 British war drama film, directed by John Madden. It's 1943. The Allies are determined to break Hitler's grip on occupied Europe and plan an all-out assault on Sicily. But they face an impossible challenge: how to protect a massive invasion force from potential massacre. It falls to two remarkable intelligence officers, Ewan Montague and Charles Chumley, to dream the most inspired and improbable disinformation strategy of the war, centered on the most unlikely of secret agents, a dead man. Operation Mincemeat is the extraordinary and true story of an idea that hoped to alter the course of the war, defying logic, risking countless thousands of lives, and testing the nerves of its creators to breaking point. If its fact-based story proves more fascinatingly outlandish than it's presented here, Operation Mincemeat remains an engaging and well-acted wartime drama. Number 6. The Platform. The Platform is a 2019 Spanish social science fiction horror film, directed by Galder Gaztelu-Urrutia. A vertical tower looms far out at sea, an unusual prison that houses the world's most notorious criminals. The inmates may only access their food on a descending platform that makes its way through the tower, a design intended for equitable distribution of resources. However, it is up to the inmates to determine whether they will behave fairly or not. It's a bit of a long setup, but a tremendously effective vehicle, both for the social themes it explores and the non-stop suspense of investigating the bleak world between these cramped walls. Number 5. Oxygen. Oxygen is a 2021 French-language science fiction thriller film, directed and produced by Alexandre Aja. Following a woman who wakes up in a cryogenic pod with no memory of who she is, how she got there, or her biggest problem, what to do about her rapidly dwindling supply of oxygen. Aja doesn't fully leave behind his horror touch, and the flourishes of body horror only serve to further ramp up your adrenaline. Oxygen doesn't always land its twists before you figure them out, but when a filmmaker is as attuned to dialing up the tension as Aja is, your stomach's gonna wind up in your throat, whether you see the next drop in the track coming or not. Number 4. Nocturnal Animals. Nocturnal Animals is a 2016 American neo-noir psychological thriller film written, produced, and directed by Tom Ford. A successful Los Angeles art gallery owner's idyllic life is marred by the constant traveling of her handsome second husband. While he is away, she is shaken by the arrival of a manuscript written by her first husband, who she has not seen in years. The manuscript tells the story of a teacher who finds a trip with his family turning into a nightmare. As Susan reads the book, it forces her to examine her past and confront some dark truths. Well acted and lovely to look at, Nocturnal Animals further underscores writer-director Tom Ford's distinctive visual and narrative skill. Number 3. Gerald's Game. Gerald's Game is a 2017 American psychological horror thriller film, directed and edited by Mike Flanagan. Gerald Burlingame and his wife Jessie attempt to rekindle the flames of their marriage with a retreat to their remote lake house. But when a dangerous sex game accidentally kills Gerald and leaves Jessie handcuffed to the bed, the latter is forced to overcome panic and hallucinations if she wants to escape. The performances and writing are so strong that it's the atmosphere that scares you more than anything. Gerald's Game is a great, tense film that doesn't pander or belittle you. It'll make you squirm in all the best ways. Number 2. Berlin Syndrome. Berlin Syndrome is a 2017 psychological horror thriller film directed by Kate Shortland. Claire Havel is a young Australian photojournalist on vacation in Berlin. She's living the dream, taking in the sights, falling in love with a new city, and just maybe falling in love with a handsome local man, Andy, who strikes up a passionate romance with her. But after she goes back to her place for a romantic night, she wakes up to the next morning to realize he's locked her in his apartment on his way to work. And with a slow dawning terror, she understands that he never intends to let her out. This is how we enter Berlin Syndrome, Kate Shortland's taut thriller, which takes us through every step of their courtship and Claire's subsequent imprisonment in a slow burn portrait of psychological terror and the human capacity for survival. Berlin Syndrome offers thriller fans an uncommonly well-written descent into dangerous obsession, enlivened by taut direction and a committed performance from Teresa Palmer. Number 1. Creep. Creep is a 2014 American found-footage psychological horror film directed by Patrick Bryce. Aaron, a filmmaker, accepts a mysterious Craigslist ad for a one-day job in a remote mountain setting. His client is initially good-natured, but Aaron begins to notice his strange behavior, which spirals out of control as the sun goes down. Soon, Aaron is in a fight for his own survival. In this psychological thriller, Creep is clever and well acted enough to keep viewers on the edges of their seats. A fantastic, earned moment that cements the tension for long after the film. And here's even more good news. If Creep gives you the thrills you're looking for, the sequel is just as good. Well, this is it. Thanks for watching. Share your movie impressions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and put the big thumbs up. See you. Bye.